Welcome to the Breakup Recovery Podcasts by your host, Barbara Stevens. Discover the wisdom and remarkable insights of Barbara Stevens, breakup recovery mentor, author, and public speaker. Barbara offers programs and solutions for any breakup so you can turn your life around, create lasting changes for the better, and embrace life again.
Hello and welcome to my podcast, Breakup Recovery. This is episode number 007, Loneliness Busters. I'm Barbara Stevens, and in this episode I'll be talking about feeling lonely and the impact this has on your everyday life, the importance of accepting that when you are having these feelings, and if you do nothing to change or take measures to combat the problem, it can quickly escalate to depression and anxiety. I will share some practical loneliness buster strategies and techniques you might like to consider so that you can get past the feelings of loneliness. Loneliness is an emotion, and everyone deals with loneliness in different ways. It is a misconception that when you are alone or by yourself, you have to feel lonely. People often have times when they choose to be alone and not necessarily feel lonely. There are different kinds of loneliness. There are times people feel lonely when they move to a new town or country and don't know anyone and have to build a social life from scratch. There are those who feel lonely when they have been ostracized or rejected from other people or a group that they have been a part of. Or there is emotional loneliness when you have people around you but you have difficulty reaching out to them or connecting with them. And the one most experienced when you have been through a breakup is the loneliness you feel with the loss of your ex-partner, someone who has been a significant part of your life, someone with whom you have shared all aspects of your life with, and now they have gone, leaving you to feel lost and alone. Breaking up from a relationship is never easy, and no one can accurately describe the pain and loneliness you may be feeling. Everything that was once familiar has now changed. If you have been in a relationship for quite some time, you can lose touch with a lot of your old friends. Your social skills may have lapsed, and you have no idea how you are going to meet people. It is important for you to accept that you are in fact feeling lonely after your breakup. Once you do this, you can begin to explore strategies so that you can take positive steps to move forward. If you do not take this action, your loneliness, as I have mentioned, can result in severe depression. If you didn't have any children, or if you are empty nesters, you are now coming home to an empty house or an apartment, sleeping alone, cooking for one, and going out alone. If you have children still at home, you may be living the life of a single parent, and whilst you are not coming home to an empty home, you may feel that your bed is empty, and you don't have a special friend to share your day with or go out with, and even though you do have your children, you can still have feelings of loneliness. Loneliness shows us the importance of feeling connected to others, and when you don't feel the connection, you can struggle with feelings of insecurity. If you ignore these thoughts and do nothing about it, they can turn into depression and anxiety very quickly. There are social pressures you feel when you are single. There is an expectation when you are growing up that you will meet your lifelong soulmate. You will either marry or live together. You will have children and live happily ever after. Our culture celebrates marriages, the union between two people, in ceremonies both small and lavish. We often feel that to be accepted in our society, we must meet the man of our dreams, live together, and our life will have meaning and be whole in some way. We wonder what is wrong with us if we do not meet these expectations. The pressure you put on yourself to be what others and society expects can be harmful to your self-worth if you are single and do not have a partner. Sometimes you blame yourself for being lonely, somehow justifying to yourself that you are unworthy or not very interesting in some way, therefore causing other people to not want to get to know you, develop friendships, or spend time with you. This self-criticizing behavior is not helpful. You need to be kind to yourself. Show yourself compassion and understanding during this difficult time. Turning this situation around can be easier than you think, and I will talk about some of the strategies you might be able to use so that you can turn around the feelings of loneliness. It is important not to let loneliness overwhelm you. Sometimes being in a relationship causes you to neglect yourself. There could be something on your bucket list that you have made excuses about not doing because you were in a relationship. There may have been things that your ex-partner did not like to do, so you didn't do them. There could have been certain foods they did not like vegetarian or spicy foods. They might have been an early riser, making sleep-in nearly impossible for you. Their taste in music might not have been the same as yours. So now you can eat the foods you want, sleep in on the weekends, and listen to the music you want to. So one of the first things I would like you to consider so that you can begin to combat the feelings of loneliness is to think about what activities have meaning for you. It is not good for you to isolate yourself, staying in the comfort of your home, saying no to social invitations, and keeping to yourself will only make the problem worse. I would like you to think about what activities would you like to do, where would you like to do them, and who would you like to do them with. It's a matter of finding what suits your interests. They could include activities that are outdoors or in the comfort of your home. They could be activities that you would like to do by yourself or with other people. Some ideas for outdoor activities that you may enjoy could be gardening, bike riding, swimming, and learning to surf, or other sporting activities such as golf, tennis, netball, basketball, hockey, or lawn bowls. You could enjoy a beautiful day and lie on a picnic blanket or hammock and read a book or listen to music. Get a group of friends together and go for a bushwalk, or if you are more adventurous, give camping a go. You could look up on the internet your local events page and see what events, festivals, markets, and other programs are available for you to attend that are reasonably close by. You may wish to volunteer at one of these events, that way still enjoying what is on offer and meeting new, like-minded people that you may never have had the opportunity to meet otherwise. Bring out the creative side in you and start taking beautiful photographs, or do some painting or drawings. Make a short film. Start writing your story or write a poem. Learn a musical instrument. Take singing or dancing lessons. You could start a craft project, maybe making some lanterns, wishing flags, scrapbooking, or a wreath, or give some of the great ideas they have on TV shows a go. Learn a new recipe or create one of your own favourite dishes. Clean out your wardrobe and the linen cupboard. I'm not sure if your wardrobe is anything like mine, but if it is, they could do with a spring clean. Start a jigsaw puzzle or do a crossword. There are so many ideas to be tried out, just waiting for you to get out there and give them a go. There's no harm in trying a few things out. They may not all be the ones for you, but you never know until you try. Meet up with friends for a coffee date or reignite a friendship you have let slip over the years. Ask a friend to go to the movies with you. Organise a Skype call with friends or family that live abroad. Join a loneliness support group online. Though be careful who you connect with, as not everyone is who they say they are. Do not give out personal financial information such as banking details, and don't become too dependent on the online group, as it is best to have a balance between online and interacting with people face to face. Invest in your health. Physical activity stimulates the brain and releases feel-good hormones. This can be done in a gym or class environment, and I have mentioned some activities previously. Calming the mind offers moments of clarity, so maybe taking up yoga or Tai Chi. Meditation is also an option you might be interested in. Volunteering is a way to connect with others. It's also a way to create new experiences and help you to find meaning in your life. Helping others can give you a deeper sense of gratitude for what you have and a sense of usefulness within your community. Getting involved can take your mind off feeling lonely. It can connect you to others that have the same interests and it can cultivate new friendships and give you a sense of belonging to a group. Now that we have talked about some ideas on how to get you out there and enjoying activities that interest you, I would like you to make a commitment to finding the activities that are going on near you and interact and engage with people that are doing those same activities. Looking back on my own marriage, I definitely had feelings of loneliness. Even though I had a husband and 2 children, friends, family, and sporting groups that I was a part of, these things kept me occupied, and I wasn't lonely for the company or companionship, as I had a few close girlfriends I could call on at any time. I was lonely in my marriage. I'd fallen out of love with my husband quite some time ago. I was lonely because I had lost the connection with my intimate partner, and the emotional connection between us was ever expanding as the years rolled on. On the surface and to everyone else, our marriage was a healthy one. We did things as a family and as a couple, but I was finding that I was doing more and more activities on my own, or I wanted to do them on my own. I was trying to work on the marriage and trying to get that connection back, but I was fighting an uphill battle. It seemed to me that I was the only one trying. Maybe I was trying too hard. Once I accepted that my marriage was over, I was almost relieved that I no longer had to work so hard at maintaining the relationship. It gave me a sense of freedom. I didn't have to keep looking for a solution to the problem of disconnection. I wasn't forcing myself to keep searching for answers and trying to maintain a loving relationship with someone I no longer was in love with. And once I acknowledged that I was lonely, some of the emptiness disappeared. The light at the end of the tunnel was getting brighter. The load off my shoulders was getting lighter. If you remember when I shared my life story in episode 000, the end of my marriage signalled the first time I would be alone. I had gone from living at home to marriage. I had led a sheltered life, and I'm naturally a shy person, and making new friends has never come easy for me. But in the process of dealing with my breakup, the most important lesson I found out was that I could be happy and alone, and it didn't have to mean I was lonely. I started to enjoy my own company. I felt comfortable getting to know myself, what I liked and what I didn't like. I fought the urge to isolate myself. I won't lie, it was challenging, and a constant inner battle to get out there and try new things. But out of that challenge came clarity. Clarity that I was different and that is okay. Clarity that what others think about me doesn't define me. And clarity about the impact and importance that my friends and family meant so much to me. Prepare for the times when you know you are feeling lonely. Holiday times, birthdays and anniversary. Times when you have memories, say for instance Christmas. You think you are ready to face the first Christmas apart from your ex-partner, but the reality can be quite different. Your emotions can be quite intense as you start to remember your favourite recollections, how you started the day, what traditions you always followed, etc. And when you start to compare them with your current situation, the day becomes loaded with expectations, but the breakup changes everything. So what you can do to get past this? One of the first things you can do is to plan ahead. Make a plan of where you will be going and who you will be with. Write as many details as you can, like what you will be contributing or bringing to the celebration, what you are going to wear, how are you going to get there and back, etc. As many details as you can think of. Plan for new memories and surround yourself with family and friends. If your family are too far away, make sure you will be with friends who you enjoy their company, make you laugh so that you can make new memories of fun times. Now everyone is different and the solutions are varied as well. That is why I've tried to offer as many strategies and techniques that I can think of in the 15 to 20 minutes of this episode. I hope that one or many of them will sound like something you would like to consider trying, so that you can start to reconnect with yourself and the world around you. I have an affirmation you can use for this episode, Loneliness Busters. I am now ready to attract only healthy relationships into my life. As with all the affirmations I share with you in my podcast, feel free to change the words to suit you and what you are feeling. So to recap on this episode, Loneliness Busters, I talked about activities that you might like to try, whether they are outdoor activities or indoor ones. Ones that you can do by yourself or ones that involve other like-minded people. Find out if they are in your local neighbourhood or do you have to travel. Ask your friends if they are members of any groups you would like to try. Ask them where they meet and if you could join in. If you could find a group to join and the activity is meaningful to you and you like it, chances are it will bring out the best in you and help you to feel connected to others. The internet is another place to investigate what is happening in your local area or city. Spending too much time on your own can be isolating. By getting out there and finding activities that interest you and meeting people with similar interests will fill in some of the time you were previously spending by yourself. Loneliness is a feeling, not a fact. So make a plan to fight these feelings. Don't suffer in silence. Don't deprive yourself of an enjoyable life. Take it slowly, explore your interests, be brave, and put yourself out there. Use this time to heal, reflect, and grow. Understand yourself. Know what it is you want and set about making that happen. Healing doesn't mean that the damage never existed. It means the damage no longer controls your life. And the last thing I'd like to say is, be gentle on yourself. You deserve happiness.
If you would like to hear previous Breakup Recovery podcasts, visit barbarastevens.com.au. Connect with Barbara Stevens on social media with Barbara Stevens Breakup Recovery Mentor on Facebook and at You'll Be Okay on Twitter. Read further blogs, view webinar replays, and download your free ebook, 3 Easy Steps to Surviving Your Breakup, and much more at barbarastevens.com.au.